Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to my channel. My name is Kyteisha and today I'm going to be talking about, yes, you guessed it, as you can read from the title of this video, college. And I'm going to be giving you guys like the real juicy business, like pretty much what no one tells you about their college experience, about college, the tea, all of that stuff. And yeah, so obviously I went to Temple University. You guys can see on here. No, I do not play lacrosse for them. I just really love lacrosse, so I bought a shirt. But so everything I talk about is going to be pretty much from my experience. So some, like, all schools are different in a certain type of way, but if you go to a school that's similar to Temple, like not too small, not too big, but like considered a big school because it has over 40,000 people, and like it's in a city atmosphere, urban, all of that kind of stuff, then you will probably relate to this video more than if you go to like a rural, small, 2,000 people school. So yeah, but I feel like a lot of stuff is very similar in how things are ran. So yeah, I'm just gonna get all of the educational stuff out of the way. I sound like I'm not trying to teach anyone anything. So basically, I'm just going to be telling some information I wish I knew and then that I learned from going to school. So yeah, if you guys can see, I am packing for college. I literally work, pack for college, and shop for college. Those are literally the three things that I've been doing the last week. But yeah, so the first thing that I'm going to talk about is scheduling grades, how they work, how, you know, the 101. So let's talk about scheduling first. So basically how scheduling works for Temple, and I feel like it's a little similar for all schools, is there is a freshman orientation. You go to freshman orientation. That's where you like learn about the school, learn about all this type of stuff. Like you get a feel for the campus, all of that in third. And then at the end of that orientation, we will sit with academic advisors and they will help us make a schedule. Let me tell you something about this. If you think you are a morning person, 8 a.m.s may seem normal because you went to high school and you are used to waking up early. Don't do it. If you're used to waking up and you're like, I want to take an 8 a.m., try a 9 a.m. because college is a bit different because you're up all night, either from studying, doing homework, hanging with your friends, going out, whatever it is. You are up later than you are when you're in high school. So at 9:30, I personally don't start until 11 because I'm not a morning person. So my classes start at 11. I prefer night over morning. So yeah, so know what you are when you are making that schedule. So after you make your schedule at orientation, that is your schedule for the fall of freshman year. Obviously you can drop classes, add classes when you come. If you're not feeling it, you can withdraw, all of that good stuff. But pretty much that's going to be your schedule. Then once you finish your fall semester of freshman year, woo, you made it through your first semester. Then how scheduling works is you will get an email and it will say, this is the time that you can go out there and register for classes. So I think ours was around November and it was like 7 a.m. So yeah, and freshmen are like the bottom of the totem pole. So it would go like upperclassmen, then like honor students, and then like freshmen. So a lot of classes will already be filled. So if you think, oh yeah, I'm not waking up at 7 a.m., set your alarm because classes will be filled even prior to that. So yeah, just make sure you're on top of that. Go talk to academic advisors on your own this time because like unless you are in like a certain program where they're like you have to talk to an academic advisor before you make a schedule in order to go to the next process, then academic advisors are not going to be hunting you down That's just not going to happen. You need to go to them, talk about what you are looking for, what you're trying to do with your future, your major, all that good stuff, and they will help you. It's very simple. Just make a meeting with an academic advisor and they will be your best friend. They will help you with everything, I promise. Unless they're a bad one, but that's another story. So, then let's talk about grades and grading and how it works and all of that stuff. You're finally in class, you know, you're like, oh, I'm used to report cards, this type of stuff, whatever. Like, there's a county-wide rule of how grades work for each class, whatever. In college, your professors make their rubric. If they want your final to be 50% of your grade, your final is 50% of your grade, okay? So, if you're reading syllabuses, make sure you're staying on top of how these grades work, how the grading processes work, how the grading process works. And if you have any questions, talk to your professor. Like, office hours are there to help you. Like, professors want you to succeed. They're not going to hunt you down to succeed. You need to go to them, ask for the help, ask for explanation, all that good stuff, okay? Let's talk about your syllabus, okay? And books and all that good stuff. So, some professors are just on top of it and they will send out your syllabus during the summer, during the winter, whatever the break is. They will send it out and they will be like, hey, this is your syllabus, and it will tell you everything that you need to buy, everything that is happening throughout the year, the supplies you need, all that good stuff. Most professors aren't going to do that. So, what Temple does, I really like this, but at the same time, I'm going to tell you why I don't use it. So Temple, our bookstore, has something set up somehow kind of way where the classes, you put in your your course number, all that good information. It will tell you these are the books that are required for that class. So if your professor has told you in advance and gave you the syllabus, that's great. That's perfect. You just buy the books before classes even start. Perfect. If you don't have a syllabus, don't buy the books. Don't. Because if you spend $300 on a book that your professor is going to give you a PDF version of, you're going to be mad. You're going to be very mad. So just wait until you get your syllabus and your professor has talked about it and has went over how they want it done. Because some professors will be like, you can use your laptop for my class, so you can purchase a PDF form or an online version, or find it online for free. Instead of purchasing that hard copy that was $300, and most of the time the bookstore is not going to let you sell it back. Please listen to what I'm telling you, because I'm trying to save you some good coins, some great coin, okay? So while we're on books, let's talk about books, okay? Facebook, like your college group, class group, whatever, Facebook, they're always selling books. Join that class thing, they'll be like, hey, I'm selling this used book for $20 and it was originally $75. So obviously it's not going to be up to par with new condition, but if all you need is the book, then you're good. But make sure you know if you need a access code to go online, because then you need to buy a new book, baby, because access codes only work once, okay? So just I'm telling you, make sure you know all the information about these books. That's why I do not recommend purchasing anything without knowing, without a syllabus being explained to you and a professor saying, like, these are the books we're using and you need the access code, or you just need a book. You can rent books from our bookstore specifically. I hope all bookstores do this. I don't really know. You can rent books because bookstores are going to charge you a lot more because they are the campus-wide thing. They're pretty much the only thing on campus where you can buy books, so they can charge you a shit ton. Like a $200 book, they might charge you $320. Maybe not that much, but they can if they want to. You don't know any better, but you will, because you need to go online, look up the books, compare prices, see what is best for you, and that is how you save you a quick coin, okay? Okay. And that's pretty much the rundown on like anything educational, like office hours. Make sure you know those, because make sure you talk to your professor. Don't just talk to them as soon as it's about to be grading time. Like, make sure if you feel yourself slipping, talk to them then. Don't talk to them at the end of the semester, because they hate that and they're less likely to help you because you weren't working hard before and trying to get the help then. Okay, let's talk about everyone's favorite topic, social life on college campuses. So, the first thing I want to talk about is making friends, roommates. Yeah, we're just going to put that all in one. So, pretty much, unless you know a lot of people that are going to this school, like a lot of people from Temple do know each other because they all came from like counties, the same counties, and like outskirts of Philadelphia. So yeah, but me, I only knew 2 people going to school, and one of them I only knew of, and the other one I went to middle school with. So it wasn't like people from my high school. So my first real friend was my roommate. And I love her to death. Like, I feel like we had a good relationship as far as roommates go, because you definitely could have had a lot worse. So, roommate situations. If you and your roommate are not getting along, don't just automatically be like, I need a room change. Talk to your roommate, be like, what's happening? How can we solve this problem? If it continues to happen and you're like, okay, I can't do this, talk to an RA. If it continues to happen after the RA meeting, then that's when you say, okay, I can't do this anymore. I've taken all the steps. Now I need a room change. Don't just be like, I have a conflict with my roommate. I need a room change. Because in the beginning of the year, you and your roommate should have signed a roommate agreement saying what can and cannot be done in the room, if I need to ask for people to come over, how many days, all of that good stuff. So there's an agreement in place. And if you talk to the RA and all these rules have been broken by your roommate, then the RA is like, okay, these rules have been broken. You've violated the process. And then they deal with that on the process. I'm like doing this because I usually have nails, but not right now. So yeah, most of the time your roommate will be your first friend though. I'm not saying you guys are going to be best friends. I'm not saying you guys are going to stay friends, but they will be your first friend for the most part. Okay? So on to making friends. Put yourself out there. How to make friends. You join things that you have an interest in, so you'll meet people who are similar to you, so you already have a common ground. For instance, me, I joined Black Student Union. I joined Feminist Alliance, which I'm not in anymore, but it's another story. Black Student Union, I was like, okay, this could be my place, and then I found out it wasn't. Then I joined a sorority. If you guys want a sorority video, then comment down below, because I have no problem letting you do it, talking about that process, all that good stuff. But then that's when I found my people, and I was like, like, I love my sisters. Like, y'all, we are really doing this. And I think for me, it was basically because we were all founding the chapter. We're all founding members, so we colonized this chapter on our campus. So we all had a common ground. So we all are just very similar in that regard. So just find clubs or things that interest you, and that's where you're going to meet your friends. You can meet them if you're in class and you are having difficulty with something. Ask the person next to you, hey, how do you do this? I'm not friends with people from my classes, but when I see them on campus and we've had conversations, we're like, hey, what's up? You know, it's not like friends, because I didn't really take it further, but there's always friends, and you can always make friends in your classes, you know? Not if there's like 300 people in your class. Don't look behind you and start having a conversation with the person behind you. This is a 300 people lecture. Like, no one has time for that, okay? I made a lot of friends at parties. Like, you all have this in common. So yeah, and everyone's nicer at parties, like, especially girls. I'm not saying like girls are catty. I don't like girls, but girls are really nice at parties. So if you are in the need for more girlfriends, then go to